Good morning, Vande Mataram. Welcome all of you. Here, the topic we are going to discuss on speech control, part 15. Already we have discussed 14 topics on this particular 14 episodes on this particular topic. In the last episode, we kept discussing on wrong, and wrong. Everything that way it went. But here the topic of discussion is on eternal silence. Eternal silence. Again, I want to remind you and recall you, this is the series speech control. We are going on the series. This is the 15th episode, I will tell you. So the topic we are going to handle and discuss right now is on speech control. Eternal silence. What really this eternal is meant? Eternal, it was there. Eternal, it is there. Eternal, it will be there. था, है और रहेगा. Where it began, we can't say. How far we have proceeded, that is also up to you. You can imagine where really I stand. And it will be, I have to go. How long I can say? How many bars I have to prepare for that, and I have to cross, that is also unknown to me. Unknown to me in the sense to the external mind, vital and physical. I can't have a very prominent analysis on that, clear analysis on that. But thing is that only thing, whatever my mind will analyze and mind will say, this is only a guess, appearance. Looking at the appearance, it can guess or analyze. But the truest truth, naked truth, the hardest truth, only it is known to my psychic being. It knows, it sees. So anyway, eternal, the another thing, in another way we can define this is to go beyond. To go beyond. So this is from Sri Aurobindo's message. We are almost till now we kept reading the mother, and some few quotations we have quoted from Sri Aurobindo. But here today will go for discussion from Sri Aurobindo mostly, bearing one or two messages. Sri Aurobindo बोलते हैं, all speech and action comes prepared out of the eternal silence. Eternal silence, it is there. People feel we are writing. People feel we are sketching. People feel we are doing. Because nobody is there, I am doing. It is of my own. Nothing like this. It has been prepared. It has been prepared, pre-prepared rather. Pre-prepared. What? All the speech and action comes prepared through eternal silences. Only thing is that, suppose I will give you an example. You have got your house. You have got your, water tank on your rooftop. Rooftop, you have got your water tank, to which you are filling. Means water is being stored in that tank, water tank. Okay, so you want to get the water for your use. So what you have to do? You have to open the tap. There is nothing in the tap. Everything was stored in that water tank. When you open your basin, your what is there, tap. So the water which we are stored in the rooftop water tank, that top, that is coming down. And as per your requirement, it is fulfilling your requirement. That is what is happening. So like this, water tank, and here on the down floor you are getting the tap. So like this, everything is stored in the eternal silence. You have to only stay connected. That is what the requirement. You have to stay connected. That is the requirement. So as the pure water or required water is coming from the water tank to your level, to your hand level, to your reachability, like that, all the speech and action comes prepared out of the eternal silences. So you have to maintain that eternal silence. Silence you have to maintain, and you have to be in contact with the eternal silence. It was there, it is here, and it will be there with you. Eternal silence. And here I will like to quote mother now. Control of speech is very necessary for the physical change. For the physical change, what you see, for that actually, because we keep discussing, this is the 15th episode, I will tell you. This is the 15th episode, I will tell you. And the control of speech is very much necessary for the physical change. For the physical change, control of speech is absolutely necessary. So what we have to do? We have to minimize our speech. Minimize our speech, whatever is absolutely necessary, absolutely essential. That to that level you have to come as the process of minimization. And if this is done, if this minimization is of speech is done, it is sure to be helpful both for right action and for the inner sadhana. For the right action and inner sadhana, it is helpful, it is necessary, no doubt of it. Control of speech is very much necessary for the physical change. To minimize speech is the sure to be helpful in for the two purposes. Already I have told you. That is for the right action, and the second for the inner sadhana. It is there, you must. So for that actually you have to minimize your speech for the right action and for the inner sadhana. You have to do. Outer sadhana, you don't know what is outer sadhana and all, you shout. But thing is that this is the matter of concern. You are concerned with the inner sadhana. For that, the minimization of speech is absolutely necessary. And the second thing, mother quotes. Initially, it was control of speech. It was from Sri Aurobindo, right action and right inner sadhana. Then mother is having a very nice observation on that. It is a well-known fact that, nothing secret, nothing hidden. Nobody guesses. Nobody is just speaking something out for speaking sake. But mother is concluding. It is a well-known fact that the less the mental power, the greater is the need of her speech. Most of the time we feel we have to speak. I will give one example here also. Suppose one boy and a girl, they have fallen in love. Maybe before you just come little bit back to this love level. Suppose they are meeting for the first time, talking. So their voice will be loud. They will be shouting. They will be speaking something loudly. Then second phase, they are falling in love. They are falling in love. So this loudness, this will come down, very slow voice they will feel. And later they have decided to marry each other and they get married. And after getting married, those initially they were shouting. In the love level, it came to a very reasonably, it came to the very minimization of the controls, very speech, it was very much slow. Then once they get married, you think this will be still minimum, and a time will come, no necessity of word you will feel. You will feel this is my work, and they need it, or he needs or she needs it. So both help in that way. Necessity of word is not absolutely necessary at that moment. And a time will come, even if you have to speak something, that indication, इशारा इस काफ़ी है, इशारा भी काफ़ी होता है. जैसे आप बोलते हो, जैसे समझदारों के लिए इशारा भी काफ़ी होता है. Then no, for that actually no use, no word is necessary, absolutely necessary for them. Simply they say something, and that is with the indication, with that ishara. So it is also understood. And most of the time you can feel not necessary to speak a word. Things will be achieved, things will be done for you, even without that ishara, even without that call or indication, it is done. So by the way, within a couple of maybe months or couple of years, you can find how much this minimization of the word has been achieved with you. Achieved with you, we can remember. But that is for the outer world, material world, and for the material fulfillment. But so far this spiritual control is necessary. It does not depend whether you are in love, whether you are talking to each other, whether you are married, or you are in the professionally in a after marriage life, does not matter so much. What really matters is that what really matters, what about your need of speech? Suppose you know I have got the very rare or minimum of speech I am using that. So here you can find your mental power is that much strong. Mental power is that much strong, so you are using very little speech. Mother quotes, it is a well-known fact that less the mental power, if the mental power is less, you can feel greater the need for speech. If the mental power is more, the speech, the minimization, it will be a well-known fact. So it is speech depends upon the mental power. That's what mother wanted to quote. How your mental power is developed. If it is that it is great, it is more, then speech will be less. If this mental power is less developed, then need of speech will be more. Anyway, we'll go forward little bit towards Sri Aurobindo to read. You must learn to get the true inspiration in the mind silence. Initially, we have seen eternal silence. Eternal silence. From there, all speech and action comes. Comes prepared, not only comes. It is well prepared. Well prepared, I can differentiate, you can know. So, iron, iron bar or steel you want. They have been derived and deprived of the iron ore, hematite, magnetite, limonite like this. Prepared means, unprepared means those ores, hematite, magnetite like this. Prepared means steel and iron stage, rod stage, bar stage. So you are bringing it out and using it, it is already prepared, it has come prepared, like this. Come prepared out of eternal silence. Initially, you don't know where this iron ore are labeled because all the mountains look in the same way. You have detected, you have checked, you have you actually you have used to these people. You have cut and arranged all these things, collected these ores. You have sent it for this purification and all to the blast furnace or somewhere to the iron plant, and after that only it has come forward. So number of steps are required for that purpose. So like this, speech and action come prepared out of eternal silences. Second thing, second word, still in the quotes forward, you must learn to get the true inspiration. They are speech and action. Initially, still in the quoted, it is speech and action. Still, one more step behind you can go, and it is necessary for the true right action and for the inner sadhana. Right action and the inner sadhana. That's what the two things Mother Sri Aurobindo quoted. Here also, speech and action. In the next step, you can remember true inspiration comes in the mind silence. That was eternal silence. It is mind's silence. Mind must be silent. There is no other go. You must learn to keep the mind silent. Mind must be ready to be silent. In the mind silence only, you must learn to get the true inspiration. True inspiration. If the mind is actually puzzling, if mind is actually shouting, the mind is restless, there is a very feeble chance of getting true inspiration. Somehow you get, but I don't know how far we are able to keep it with us or how long it goes. So naturally it is there. So for that actually it is essential, badly essential, needful, whatever you see, needful to maintain the absolute silence. That is necessary not only for these people who are doing the sadhana and pursuing this path, integral yogic path. It is essential for all. Essential for all. It will never, one thing I want to make it clear, clarify to you, it will never come in 1 or 2 days or in 1 or 2 months or even 1 or 2 years. For that actually you have to be consistent, you have to be persistent. It is badly necessary, you have to go that way. That's what is a requirement, the most requirement thing. And definitely, if everything is prepared, your job will be done. Your job will be done, for which you are doing the sadhana. This is right now. For this, up to this, we will stay here. Tomorrow we'll begin with a new discussion on control of speech.